Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. We are in the farm kitchen. At the beginning of this vlog, I just got off work and changed my clothes, and we are in the kitchen getting what needs to be done with our bread. I am starting I have an unhappy washer. I am starting a honey wheat loaf, discard loaf in the KitchenAid, and then I'm also starting another chocolate sourdough loaf. We're still working on getting our chocolate sourdough loaf correct, so I am starting yet another one to see if I can get the perfect bake temp on it. I am struggling with my new gas range to get a perfect bake temp on my chocolate sourdough, but and I'm also, this is the bread row here, but right now I'm actually refilling my wheat jar with my bulk wheat flour storage. So I'm doing that. I am going to drop in some footage right here. We actually had a day out and about off the farm adventures yesterday. We went up to a place called Fayetteville, and it was our first beautiful day after getting 8.5 inches of rain with the last set of storm systems that came through. And so here is the footage from that. Just some beautiful road tripping, and we had a really great day. Just kind of a fill your cup up kind of day. So I'm gonna drop that in here, and I'll see you back in the kitchen. Hi, Jose. Wasn't that pretty cool? It was just a really great day, and we really enjoyed ourselves. So I always show you guys the recipes. This is the chocolate that I'm working on right now in the pottery bowl. And this is the honey wheat. If you guys want to screenshot those, you're welcome to. 50 grams of brown sugar. And 335 grams of water, 25 of that. As per my new habit, is going to be a oil of your choice. This is not written in that recipe. This is something I just started doing, and it makes a huge difference in the softness of your loaf. And people around here are not really used to eating crusty bread. They like the taste of the sourdough, but they want it soft. So this helps keep my bread softer for longer. Oh, weather that's the cold in. Let's feed Chalky. I have kind of changed how I feed Chalky over the course of his life. This is how I feed him now. 15 grams of cocoa powder. Remember, he was 86 grams. $15 grams of sugar to make it 30. $15 grams of whole wheat flour to make it 45. Ooh, or 56. And the remainder to make it 86. All-purpose flour. And then 86 grams of water. And this has been working well. Much better than the recipe that I found online. I just kind of came up with this one day, and basically it's just me saying, okay, it needs 15 grams of cocoa powder and it needs 15 grams of sugar, and then I'll just make up the rest of whatever he weighs in wheat flour and regular flour, and see if that will make him happier than how he was to begin with. And he is very happy and very healthy now. He is going to go and hang out in the fridge until I need him again. I have been making a lot of chocolate sourdough that has not been getting used because I am struggling with getting my chocolate sourdough to temperature, which is 190 degrees to 205 degrees Fahrenheit, without burning the top of it. So I came really close last night. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this will be the last practice loaf that we have to do. All right, moving on. It's time to make dinners for the equine kids. Salt. See if we can't knock this out. This is chased berry for Chance and Gracie. This is called Milk Thistle Plus. This is for Gracie. Helps with her hormones. Pear cookie tacks. I have the biggest sissy hands. This is Platinum for Gracie. This is her joint supplement, one of them. Velvet and Gracie are getting corn oil right now. Help add a little bit of weight to them and help them shed out their coats. We didn't make it. Oh, look at that. Got a clean dough hook out of the deal. 1 hour. All right, and everybody is getting apple cider vinegar. Just about 1/4 cup. This is Gracie's chopped hay. she does not have her back teeth. So she's got her chompers, but she doesn't have her grinders. So she gets chopped hay. Stretch and fold time. Good young lady. A 31-year-old young lady. Look at Maggie. She's like, hey, don't forget I'm over here. Oh, you're such a dork. This is why I have you back in divided pastures to where you have to eat your medicine. He's rotten. He will protest and walk up and down the fence and try to find somewhere that he can get in with one of the girls to get their grain so he doesn't have to eat his medicated grain. Because out of these 3 horses, he is the one who has, well, he's got Cushing's and diabetes that he's medicated for. And the other 2 don't have it, so he does not want to eat his medicine. He's rotten. Look at him. I'm working on stalls, but I need to move the compost piles because I need more room for manure. And so we're gonna move some compost piles. Mr. Wonderful's taking the mower deck off of the tractor right now, and then we're going to rotate all of my compost piles. And this is, for those of you who are new here or who haven't heard me explain this before, I'll just put a simple explanation of how I do this. This is basically just cold composting, and the manure and the bedding that comes out of my chicken coops, you know, was my cow pens, my sheep pens, my horse pens, all of my animal pens, besides dogs. Dog poop does not go anywhere but the garbage. Goes into the compost piles that you see at the back of the barn. And then pretty much, I mean, it's about every month. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks. Sometimes it's 2 months. We're very lax about when we turn them, but we just turn the piles and rotate them forward about once a month. And they heat up and then they cool back down. We turn them and then they heat up and they cool back down and then we turn them. And by the time they get here, they're at least 4 months old. And you know, like that right there is, you know, some of that is 6, 7 months old. So, and as you can see, this is just from the stuff that came out of my barn and my chicken coops. So it started as the what you see me taking wheelbarrow loads of out of the barn. So gosh, it got chilly tonight, but our alarm just went off for our bread, so back in we go. Okay, you guys, I'll have to finish that in the morning. As you can tell, we ran out of daylight, which is okay. I can work on it in the morning before I go to work. That is the joy of the majority of my work is from home. So we'll go back in and work on some bread for the remainder of this vlog, and I will work on that compost pile in the morning. If you guys have any questions about my compost, or of course anything in my videos, don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. All done. I thank you guys for coming along with me today. I hope you had a great day. I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.